Well, later tonight, a November snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Minnesota Vikings. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his first pass is incomplete. Kenneth Walker, his target, out of the backfield. And now it's second down. You look at this defense for the Vikings. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? Or what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So opening drive, 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was, because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback, and the ball will come out to the 25. First play's a run to Nwangwu. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Just a pick up of 3, but that is indeed enough. The Vikings now are 2-5 to start play. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
Hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. And remember, the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
18 Cardinal.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
2nd and 6. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
There he goes, right side. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Back to Walker on first down. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Let's go now.
From the gun, it's Walker. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that if they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. They run again with Walker. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they... And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Now Myers for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
The throw over the middle, taken in. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
So on fourth down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. And taken right at the 35. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
73 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
The Seahawks on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Up the middle, here's Walker. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on fourth down. It's Jason Myers. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Draymond Jones. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Ready, break.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
Warriors 70. Go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
And from the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Hey, smash Bronco. Ready.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
On play action, they'll throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And he'll take it just outside the 40.
So that a free 15 yards.
And it's always a tough one as a defender, because a lot of the penalties that you commit, pass interference, holding, when they happen, you actually know what you're doing. But a face mask penalty, a lot of times is inadvertent, but it still costs you the same amount of yardage.
Escapes the defender. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
125 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to widen their advantage.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 24. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Eluding the pressure right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escaping.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. He'll wind up losing 10 there. A full 10 yards, so that one hurts. And it brings up 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
Back to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Uchenna Nwosu. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 139 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
3rd down and 1. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They'll look to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kenneth Walker, 46 yards. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Let's go now.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now back to throw.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and forever.
18 77.
They'll look to throw here. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken it around the 40. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
On the give, it's Walker. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll find Metcalf. A beautiful fake. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, they were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A gain of 9 brings up
Another run now for Nwangu. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Ready, set.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
by the Seahawks. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll change things around before the snap. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Running left is Walker. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kenneth Walker, 34 yards. And the Seahawks continue to pour it on here in the 4th. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Myers connects on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Okay, crank.
They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back to Nwangu again on first down. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit, because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now here's Michael Dixon. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Taken in at the 22. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
Got it. Ready?
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. That one looks like he'll throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So the victory here for Seattle. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. This is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease, romped home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'll be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this.